How's it going, everyone? So today we actually ended up cleaning up the garage a little bit, getting it prepared for Brent to tear down his VG engine, and then also for me to test fit the 2J in the Z. Give you a little bit of a look over. As you saw from last time, the bay is nearly there, getting ready to receive the 2J. Pretty sure this is my last video notching up the subframe, so still haven't boxed it in yet. I want to mock fit, test the engine, make sure everything fits nicely before getting this welded up. And then I obviously pulled the 2J out, so it's in the open. I gotta strip all this stuff off of it because I want a nice clean engine to drop in. I'm gonna take off the headers, and then obviously I have that turbo header that's going to be going on there. Eventually I got to take off the engine mounts because I got new engine mounts. Power steering pump, not using that. Going to keep the alternator, water pump, and everything like that on there. But yeah, got a new bench over there, which used to be the grill. Currently it has the transmission that came out of this car on top of the bottom. Some VG30DETT stuff. Our pile of random stuff, shrouds, radiators, cooling fans, VG30DE, just a non-TT engine. Obviously the engine hoist, got the 302 pushed back there. Underneath that one is another VG30DETT engine that we might be swapping some parts between these two that he's working on over there. And then we got the table right there. Got another table right there. I'm not going to give you too many sneak peeks because we're going to talk about that in a second. But yeah, that's what we were doing today. Now we'll go ahead and talk over here about what's going on. So I'll go ahead and insert a clip right now. And then this was basically the outcome so far that we've discovered. Brent's trying to get the other head off at the moment so we can see what's going on that side. But as you can see right in here, we weren't able to see this on the bore scope. If you guys watched that episode when we checked out, there's still a piston here, but unfortunately, as you saw in the previous clip, it's disconnected. But it did clash with the valves, unfortunately. It's not super mangled, but you can see there's a little bit of shrapnel right there in the head. But everything still looks like it's circular. Nothing's folded or mashed up too badly. We were able to turn it over, as you heard, and it doesn't make any interference noises, so we're hoping it's a clean break at the crank. And I guess we'll see what the other side has on it. Alrighty, so a little bit of an update for you guys. As you can see, we got the other head off. Everything on that side looked really nice. These valves are still open, which may or may not supposed to be like that. Typically when everything's top dead center, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be closed, but I might be wrong about that. But as for the engine, got the bag on it, flipped upside down. Still made a little bit of a mess. Not terrible. Got the oil tree off, and we're basically taking all the oil pan bolts out. And, everything's fine. Gotta work around this hump, which is a little bit of an inconvenience, but as Brent's taking a picture of right here, we found where the oil was leaking from. So when we bought the car, the previous owner told us that it was like, pouring oil out, and we didn't know where. Obviously, there's a connecting rod that's broken. It mangled the pan pretty well. So it was blocking this bolt, which is covered in fluid that you can't really see right now. Obviously, you can see like the dents and protrusions. The pan's definitely punctured. And then that bolt right there, if you look from the top, is covered, so you can see how much material is pushed out. And then same thing for that one down there. Like, there's a good valley of material pushed out over it. So we're gonna need to use an extension with the sledge and then push it all back in. And then should be good. We can get those bolts out and we can take the pan off and take a look. As for some jankery that was going on, we're not sure why this engine has a massive capacitor on it. Some speculation might have been to reduce some interference, but Brent also noticed that there's a lug nut on the alternator with this supposed ground job, and we didn't touch this at all, so that's just how it was on the car. I don't know how this thing ran, and obviously it grenaded because it wasn't running properly. We'll update you guys once we get the pan off and take another look inside and see what's actually going on. Alright, so to push the pan back in, Brent's going to go ahead and take a mallet and an extension and just massage the material. It's almost there. It's going to need a little bit more convincing. In case you're curious, Brent actually is probably going to use the pan off that twin turbo motor, which is actually sitting right over here. That's the other pan that he has, so.
Might have to undo that one though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. But as you can see, you know, definitely probably punctured all around there, so that's where oil's coming from. Alright, you guys get to see it. Ooh, is that the girdle broken? Yeah, that the girdle's broken.
Ooh!
Yeah, I see
Look
it.
at that!
Yeah, that's definitely a snapped rod. Oh yeah.
Chunks everywhere. But trans fluid too? It's in manual. Why is it red? Motor is bleeding?
Oh, well, crank was notched a little bit right there. Not terribly. You could probably get it rebalanced. I mean, that happened, yeah. Oh, I can't tell if that's a hole right there.
Oh.
Oof. Well, it definitely clean snapped. Can't tell exactly what that is, though. Looks like part of the block. That's definitely broken right there, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, there's a piece down there. I don't know, reach, but you can see it right down there.
This turbo is kind of exciting to see this crazy stuff.
Yeah, so that's the piston outside the engine. Not only is it broken, as you can see, it's also nicely bent. You know, that wrist pin seems really nice, though.
Mm-hmm. Wash off.
It's a nice paperweight right there. That's pretty unfortunate.